welcome back to another Train Simulator 2016 session. Today we're continuing the Cajon Pass EMD SD75 standard scenarios. Today we're going to do Held Up by the Highwaymen. Work has started on some of the overhead bridges out of San Bernadino in prep for third main track. As a result, some 20-mile-per-hour speed restrictions are in place. So let's get started. Prep work has begun for the addition of the third main track. This early work involves modifying overhead bridges to cope with extra track width. Be aware of speed restrictions, blah blah blah. Except for these temporary speed restrictions, it should be clear to run to San Bernadino, where you are scheduled to finish. Alright, so obviously we've got a train coming here. So we have a red signal, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. Let's take a look at what we're pulling here today. Pretty decent size consist here. Let's see here. Yeah, pretty decent size. Alright, we should get the green light here. We've got a downgrade, so we want to be careful. And we get the green light. And we're off. Let's take a look at what we're hauling today. Pretty long one, probably about 50, 60 cars, something like that. Gotta watch our speed on this grade here. Much different than operating that steam engine with Clear Creek, that's for sure. Little easier. Trying to get the hang of that, going through the tutorial, operating the auto fireman and all that, it's a lot to do. Let's take a look at what we have going on around here. Take a look at our drone view. Pretty cool job with Cajon Pass. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Set the brake here a little bit. Mountain that is there. Pretty nice view. So that might be a good shot there. Let's see. Get this a little tighter. Something like that. We got that mountain in the background. Might be our video cover shot. Let's see. That's looking pretty cool. So brake here a little bit. That's not good. Alright, so we have a train coming by here, yep. So brake here. Get back in the cab, watch those double stackers there. Yeah. One of those, maybe. Let's see. That's a cool shot. Ooh, I like it. Alright, well, 3 miles to go to MP 69, milepost 69. There's a good shot of our tire consist. Let's just take a shot of that. I think we can release the brake a little bit. Yeah, I mean the steam engines are fun, but I prefer operating the diesels. It's just a little bit, maybe it's a little bit more mindless. You don't have to worry about all the complications of the steam engine, but I don't know, I just like the way they look too. It seems like a breeze operating this thing compared to the other, that the steam engine, that BF5D, whatever the hell it is. I forget all the numbers. Let's just take a look at what we have to do here. Sandbar Gate 1. So let's just make sure we're set for that. Oh, we're speeding here. Let's check our map. Switch there. We're going to go to Sandbar Yard Gate 1, so that's where San Bernadino. Oh, 12, sorry, 12. So this guy here, second line in, so we should be good to go there, right? Starts the next signal. Do not let heavy traffic run away. Okay, so we're gonna have to reduce down to 20. Outside, we're third track. Guess we're third track. Switch over to the second track. switch over to the third track. We're going to stay on the third track. Oops. That's good that we slowed down because we have this. Basically just controlling our breakage here. Stay within 20 miles an hour, a little bit over is fine. You can see the excavator up there. Easy for me to say. We have to get the whole consist past this section before we can crank it up again. While we're doing that, let's just make sure we're okay. So we're on the outside track. That's going to switch us out to 4. Just going to come around here. We got to end up on yard 12. So where's yard 12? Yard 12, so yeah, we're switched all the way through. That's good. Alright, good. What do we have over here? A junkyard. Check it out, man. It's a junkyard. Junkyard there. Junkyard there. There's our train. Nice way to check out the consist here. See what we're pulling. Quiet. I think we can get her going now. We got the sun setting. That'd make for a nice picture. All right, that's enough. Another junkyard. Must be the junkyard capital of the world here. All right, okay. Kind of going a little fast here. Certainly saving a lot on fuel this run, that's for sure. Milepost 77, and then it's on to San Bernadino. A lot of coal there. Looks like coal. You gotta love the colors of the Santa Fe. They heard me. Like we gotta slow down again up here. There's a final longer stretch of signal speeding coming up. When you clear normal speeds limit, limits will apply as you head into San Bernadino. Start to slow her down here. Work happening up there. Get a close look. A couple of excavators. Easy for me to say. I just flipped me the bird. I'm just kidding. Alright, only 2.5 miles to our end destination, San Bernadino Yard. Well, actually a little bit longer than that. We have to go to gate 12, so Let's just make sure we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. Coming down to there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we're fine. Outside, coming to here. Coming to get some gas. Yard 12. Alright, we're good to go. There's some buddies. We're going to put the new railroad in, or new line in. Can't wait to get my new PC, man. I'm looking and looking. I like the Origins. They're really cool, but they're very pricey. They look pretty cool. I'm not sure about Alienware. I don't know. It just seems like too commercial to me. I want to get an i7 6700. And up in the air now about the GTX 970 graphics card, because the 1070 was just released and it's going to be out June 10th, and I'm sure the specs are better than the 970, and it's in a $300 range, so the price of the 970 is probably going to come down soon. So do I get that, or do I spring an extra 100 or so and get the 1070, which I know is going to basically technology-proof me, at least for a couple of years. So, and I got to think about that. Lots to think about. But I'm working on it. Hopefully, probably by mid-June, I'll have a new PC. Better graphics, better videos, be able to stream better. All will be cool. So, anyway. They got the lights on because it's 7:30 at night here out in California, San Bernadino. Yeah, they announced the 1080 and the 1070, GTX 1070 and 1080. The 1080 is going to be available in May sometime, but the 1070 not until June. Probably to give them time to sell out all the 970s. Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of people are like me. If they're thinking about buying a new system, they're going to wait, right? That's why I get the older card when the newer one comes out. It's got probably has better VR functionality and better codes and different chipsets. I don't know all the details, but it just seems to me like if the next generation comes out, I think about getting it, So that announcement threw a wrench in the works, at least for me, so. Comes another Santa Fe coming out of San Bernadino. That would have been a good shot. I missed it, though. Is that that said Pennsylvania Railroad on it? I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Great detail here with the highways and stuff. Nice work on that. I don't think I've ever been to this area on this route. I know it's an older route, but you know what? There's a lot to explore in Train Simulator, so I just haven't gotten to it all. We're going to slow down to yard speeds in about a mile, so 15 miles an hour. So it's not really worth juicing up here. Yeah, so that Origins, those PCs are beautiful. They ship them in a wooden box. I priced one out. I couldn't. The configuration I was looking for is about $2,000. Yeah, so that wasn't with many upgrades. So I've got a lot to think about. You know, when I do get something, I'm going to get something good. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to cheap out on it. The whole question is the graphics card. 1070 versus 970. Because I eventually want to do VR stuff, so I want to make sure I get something that's going to be equipped for that. And I want to play Eurofishing. I bought Eurofishing as part of the Dovetail package when I bought Train Simulator 2016, and I can't play it because my graphics card isn't fast enough. It's just like it's in slow motion, unless I put it on like the worst graphics possible, and then it's just not fun. So I can't play that game until I get a new computer. Alright, let's see, we're a third of a mile from the gate, and 3/4 of a mile from our final resting place, I should say, our siding that we're going to be resting on, so we got a pretty long, consistent pull into it, so. I think we made pretty good time. We're going to switch to this inside or this outside track here. Kind of slowed up too much here. Let's get in a cab here. Alright, we're coming into our siding here. Looking good. Lights are on. Well, we got plenty of pictures to choose from, that's for sure. Alright, let's just break up a little bit here. Slowly bringing her in. Oh, you know what we haven't checked out is the end of the train. Let's just check that out. Whoa. We're still out. We're not even in the yard yet here. Not even in the yard. Ways to go here. Quarter mile. Just take it slow. Just about to make the turn in the yard in the last car here. No end to train device. Uh-oh, that's no good. Tenth of a mile. Half a tenth. 3 engines. Probably could have used 4. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, I think we can start slowing down now. There we go. Let's look at the end here. Yeah, these guys in the yard. That's good. And that should be it. Guys, thanks for watching another Train Simulator 2016 episode. I really enjoyed these diesel scenarios. Lots of fun to play. Hope you guys enjoy them too. We'll be back again with another one from Cajon Pass. You have arrived at the correct siding. The journey took slightly longer than usual due to speed restrictions, but you managed to do a good job. Guys, thanks for watching, and have a great day.